Hey guys, how are you? I know it's late. I know it's late. I know it's late. We were hanging out as a family. We went to go see Bad Boys. Bad Boys was really good. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to even tell you guys anything about it. Um, I don't know if they're going to do another one because everybody is very grown. But in the middle of the movie, I found myself thinking, Will, I thought you were canceled. So I guess he's not canceled anymore, but so whatever. Anyway, okay. Everybody gets however many chances they get. But it was a good movie and I enjoyed it. So let's just get straight to these receipts. So there was someone out here on the YouTube streets tonight telling lies, girl. Somebody said they didn't know somebody when we know that they know somebody. Ma'am did a whole damn 1 hour interview with this woman, but girl, we're not even going to get to that tonight, I don't think, unless you want me to just let it play and y'all can just listen to it. For those of you who are new here and hadn't seen it before, it is in members, but today I snatched it. Well, it was not. Okay, let me rewind that. Excuse me. It's in it is in the Ernesto playlist. It's in the Sonya playlist. I put it in members today because I was like, hell to the no. I'm sure somebody else has this on the YouTube streets. I can't be the only one. And if I am, it's in private now because I'm getting ready to show it now, and I'll let it back out once this whole, but we're gonna watch a little bit if y'all want to. But the main thing is that we clear the receipt. I don't know why Madison is lying. I don't know if Madison is lying because she doesn't want to be associated with Sonya, or is Madison lying because Sonya told her to not speak on her. I don't know. I don't know which one it was, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that is relevant. But we gonna talk about this real quick before anything comes down off these pages. So let me do this real fast, real fast. Okay, hold on. Uh, feel like I should. Okay. I feel like I should do this first because people are hold on. People are watching. But let me do this first. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Okay, so Dennis, Mr. Byron was live. He had some special guests on talking about what happened at Red Martini. And he asked her point blank, do you know Sonya Waller? I'll share this link. If you hadn't seen the full interview, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen the full interview yet. I will catch it. Um, but here is the link to Mr. Byron's channel. Okay. I'm sure all of you are subscribed. If you're not, go check out the interview if you are so inclined. He had the young lady, Miss Love, and he had Miss, and you can see in big letters right here. We're not going to be on so many formalities. And welcome to everybody who's here. Forgive me because time is of the essence. We can't let these receipts expire. But you see prominently at this on this screen, it says what? It says Stiletto Bosses, right? That's the name, Stiletto Bosses Radio, right?
I don't know if the
Okay.
name Ernest Williams sound familiar. Sonya, do you know Sonya?
I know a lot of Sonyas. I don't know, but you can ask me the question.
Oh, someone just said that there's a Sonya who is, I guess, a friend of this guy Ernest Williams, who caught a RICO case in Georgia, and apparently she's been saying something about a Madison, but I don't have a picture. I call her Ponytail. I don't
Mm.
have a picture. I thought maybe you knew her, but
Mm.
it could be someone else. I'm just this is the wind down, so I'm just asking, taking some questions. It's
Well,
not. It's not. This is not the same Madison. They're more. It's
well,
not too many
I,
Madisons.
I definitely don't have a RICO case.
No, 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 not you. No,
Okay,
Sonia
so
Durham. Do you know
No,
Sonia Durham?
mm-mm.
She doesn't know it.
mm-mm.
It's not her.
She said
Stop
mm-mm.
it.
Okay. She said mm-mm. She said mm-mm. Ah, let me tell you something. I wish people, girl, let me tell you something. Hello? Wait, hold on a second. Hold up. Hold up. Wait, let me change. Okay, hold up. Let me get over to here. Who what now what does it say on the screen? It says Madison. Hold up. Hold up. Just in case maybe any of you who don't have your glasses on, you're in the bed right now. It says Madison Shannon Kelly, and that is who? Who is that? She says she doesn't know Sonya Durham. She's got her titties all up on Sonya's shoulders right now at this moment. Okay. 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 Oh, that'll be my screenshot. Thank you. Let me just go ahead and set that up right here. Okay, sis. Whatever. I mean, look, I wouldn't want to know her either, I guess, if that's how you feel. Okay. Let me see. Is there volume? Okay. There's Sonya. She got some little, I don't know if those are socates or not. They're probably not socates. And guess who liked it? She liked her picture. She liked the picture, guys. She says she doesn't know. Wait, let me just rewind it just in case you didn't catch that T. Ma'am says she doesn't know. She said there's a lot of Sonyas and she doesn't know her.
Okay. Madison, I know. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. This was an impromptu interview, but we need to do it. I will look forward to getting a follow up on this story. And apparently she's been saying something about a Madison, but I don't have a picture. I call a ponytail. I don't have a picture. I thought maybe you know.
He said he calls her ponytail. Dennis is so funny. Hold on a second. He said he calls her ponytail.
It could be someone else. I'm just this is the wind down, so I'm just taking some questions. It's not this is not the same Madison. They're more it's not too many Madisons.
I definitely don't have a RICO case.
No, not you. No. Sonya Durham. Do you know Sonya Durham? She doesn't.
You don't know her? You don't know her, sis? Sis, how do you not know her, boo-boo? She is all up on your page. Sis, she's all up on your page, boo. How do you not know her? I know you guys must be rolling in the okay, here we go. Girl. I'm just saying, like, when I look, I'm look, I keep copious receipts, okay? I keep them receipts, y'all. When I see something, honey, baby, I don't know. I can't really. I didn't even get to see the whole interview. I was out to dinner with my fam and watching a movie. And I heard that ma'am denied her, but this is the funny part. Okay, hold on. Let me reset real quick. And just for notes, just to make sure we're on the same page. Is this not the victim, Miss Love, right there? That is the victim from the club incident, right? Right there, down there, with her sexy red glasses on. Okay, that is her, right? Okay. Before I get up off this page, because I don't want to do anything, and then but let me hold on. So let me reset real quick. Okay. So you saw right here. Let me hold up. So not only is Sonya on her page, but Sonya liked the post. Okay. Let's make no mistake here. Sonya liked the post. Okay. Ms. Waller 915 liked the post. Okay. Just to clear that up. And there's Sonya right there with Stiletto Boss, Madison. Okay. And Madison right here has the post of her and Miss Love. Okay. All right. Let me reset real quick. I'm actually just gonna hit the back button on this because hold on. Let me do it like all right. Okay. So not only thank you for the tip, sis. I'm gonna go over there in a minute. I just want to handle this business real quick. So we're on Sonya's page real quick. And not only is Stiletto Bosses, aka Madison, following Ms. Waller, but if you go to the tagged page, almost every tag has something to do with Stiletto Bosses. Okay. So right here, okay. This post right here, Stiletto Bosses ATL PR Maddie. Okay. Okay. All right. Stiletto Bosses. Okay. Right on Sonya's page. So some of you guys follow Sonya. It's right there up under your nose. But it really wasn't a thing until it became a thing. But clearly, I don't know if these women are still friends or not. It doesn't make me any difference. Um, okay. There's this. Okay. So that was, I think that is at the Red Martini. So atlpics.net. Um, She said it's all about last night and lunch today. So all about last night with her not friend Sonya, right? The person she says she does not know, but is in her post. Okay. And it's also liked by who? Miss Waller. On what? Her page. Okay. Then there's another post tagged to Sonya. Girl, I know Sonya's like that bitch. She's on my page. Okay. There's Madison there. There's Madison there. Okay. This is another post where she has tagged Sonya in the people that she's tagged on the post. That's why it's on Sonya's page. Who'd she tag? A bunch of people. Including Miss Waller. How do you don't know Miss Waller? Like to me, if you're gonna lie about little things, then you're gonna lie about big things. Like at the end of the day, I don't have a horse in that race, but it's like it's weird to lie about something so random. Like either you know her or you don't, right? So anyway, hold on a second. Okay, so now we're over here on Madison's page and it says Stiletto Bosses, all of this. So clearly, I mean, I don't know what their situation is, but it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, we know what the deal is. So and then you go over to Stiletto Bosses. That is her page. I guess that's more of like her music page or whatever. Um and that's her with her friend that she went out with and got into the whole thing with. Now, the fact she says she doesn't know Sonya now, girl, I cannot help you, Sonya. I don't know why your friend is denying you. Um, but okay. So there she is. Okay. All right, let's get up off of this. I'm done with that. All right, let's get over here. Let me see if I have this at the right spot. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. So there was that video before. I don't know. I think it's still on my page. It was like a 4-minute video. It's probably in the middle of something else where Sonya says that she is going to be doing an interview with a friend. Someone's going to come and interview her called Stiletto Bosses. So you never see her in this video, but you hear her talking. So we got it all wrong. She may have even said some people are lying. I thought I had this without commentary on it, but maybe I don't. We know different, right? We don't do that. Who does that? Anyway, ma'am came with her own little camera crew and she has questions and she got someone to ask her a bunch of questions and she is giving us the answers that allegedly we want to hear. I think, okay, I'm here for it. Let's listen up and hear what ma'am
Vicky.
has to say. Okay, if you guys want to watch this, it's not long. It's like 53 minutes. I'm probably not going to interrupt and go, while you guys are watching this, give me a minute. I'm gonna go put my pajamas on and stuff, but I'll let this play. But yeah, you can hear her asking. This is when Sonya did the interview with, yeah, bingo. Okay, where's my bingo at? Hold up. Where is bingo? Okay. You're so funny. Okay, 504. She built a big Ange. She's built like Big Ange from Mob Wives. Okay. You know I love Big Ange. I got her in here in a couple of places. Could you go back to bed and leave me alone? Goodness gracious. These two want to be up now. Okay. Okay. You guys, thank you, 504. Thank you to Lady Yvette and Vicky to the Veil. Okay. Excuse me, Vic to the Veil. My bad. Okay. Um, let's give a little listen. Okay. I did watch, I need to listen to it again. I was a little bit distracted because I was getting ready to go out with my fam. The video from last night, but I feel like, and we'll do it in the morning. I'm not doing it tonight at all. It's too late. But I'll let this play if you guys, we can talk about this as we, just give me a minute. I'm gonna go and put my pajamas on and stuff. But um I did watch the video. The video was interesting. What kind of popped out at me was when she kind of punked Nesto a little bit and called him slow. Okay. When she called him slow, I hollered and I was like, well, damn, that wasn't nice. Um, especially if you're supposed to love your boo. Like, why would you call him slow? But okay. I mean, and and he is, but we're not doing all that. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see if this looks cute because I made this yesterday. Um, what am I doing? Move this around. I made like a little laptop screen. See if that looks cute. Let's see. It's not giving everything I want, but it's not bad. It's not giving everything, but it's cute. It might do for tonight. Okay. I'll have to perfect that some type of way. I'll have to fix it. Anyway, let's see. And we may or may not make it through the whole thing. I don't know, but we're going to try. Okay. We are going to try. And let's go ahead and get into it, guys. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe. These chats are subscriber only. And make sure that you set your notifications so that way when I go live, post a video, do all of the things, you can be notified. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get into it.
Thank you. So we're sitting here today because, girl, I saw a little bit of Tasha K.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, and you kind of have the internet going crazy right now. So it's a few things that we want to talk about.
Right.
First of all, I'm gonna let you introduce the story that's going around about you.
Okay.
I believe in people telling their own truth.
Right. And not the bloggers because they exaggerate.
Yeah.
Um,
So what is that? What exactly is going on?
so this story is Ernest Williams. He caught a case last July.
Who is Ernest Williams?
Ernest Williams.
So this is funny. What did I guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I zoned out. Okay, so you guys are gonna hear me talking, but until you see me, you see my avatar going this one off to the side, it's not me. It's me, but it's me in the past, okay? So we are watching a replay. When is this video from? This video was recorded. We did this in members. I think it was December 17th. It says December 18th on here, but that's when I put it on the YouTube streets. But there is a December 17th member live. Um, so okay. And okay, let's get into it. Uh that hoe is on fire. Yeah, I that was the vibe at the moment. Um that was definitely the vibe. Okay. All right. So you guys is that too bright for you guys tonight? Let's see. Out. She asked her a question. I thought was the question not about herself, but she goes into ma'am, do you have a life? Hold on a second. Let me see.
The internet going crazy right now. So it's a few things that we want to talk about.
Right.
First of all, I'm gonna let you introduce the story that's going around about you.
Okay.
I believe in people telling their own truth.
Right. And not the bloggers because they exaggerate.
Yeah. So what is that? What exactly is going on?
So this story is Ernest Williams. He caught a case last July.
Who is Ernest Williams?
Ernest Williams is
How about I have a friend, his name is Ernest Williams. Um he's recently found himself in the county jail. He's been there for about a year and a half, and the internet's going crazy. His wife is has a high profile job, and I'm a good friend, and I've recently been labeled a side chick. Can you believe it? The sis needs to, well, she doesn't have enough money. I was going to say sis needs to call me, and but number one, I would never help her, and number two, she couldn't afford me. Just kidding. But she couldn't afford me. I'm too
Yeah,
expensive for her. I'm not kidding. I am too expensive. I'm too expensive for her, and I guess Ernest is too expensive for her too. But she couldn't afford my rates.
Co-host for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. She's been with him for 20 years.
Yeah, Nesto has nothing to do with her story.
So, yeah. And so I met Ernest around October 2020.
Okay.
And so he was arrested in July 2022 on a numerous amount of charges in which he says he is very innocent of, and we're going to court right now with that. So we gotta let it play out.
So what is all
The lighting is horrible, and she is a terrible speaker.
this about you being a side chick?
Oh my God. So I'm not the side chick. I'm just a friend. They want me to be the side chick. There were a couple phone calls that we had that were a little intense, I would say, to be kind about it. Talking about some stuff from 2020. But we've been friends.
Guys, if you're just now coming in, slide the bar back. Stiletto Bosses was on Dennis Byron's show, and ma'am told a little fib. She says she doesn't know Sonya, and it was proven. I mean, she knows Sonya. She sat there and talked to her for an hour, did an interview. Sonya posted it on her channel. Also, ma'am is tagged prominently on Ms. Waller's Instagram page, and they have a frenzy type picture. What's a friend? Friends, like we're friends, and we're posted up, and we went out, and all of the things. Let me just share that real quick. Okay. Boom. Okay. Okay. You see that? Hold up. I'm on the wrong screen. Okay. And and okay. 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 Oh, it was December 20. Okay. Okay. I got something else. Okay, while you guys are watching, let me go back to over here. Let's go back here. Let me get it back to the right sizing for my little screen, my little setup. Okay, let's get back.
Basically, right now, just friends.
Don't
Just
forget to hit the like
friends.
button,
Just
guys.
friends?
Just friends. Love them to death. That's my friend.
Okay. Seems for the internet to be going crazy like this.
You know, they're gonna make it something juicy, and they're keeping this narrative going because it's keeping their their pages with the views.
Well, how did you meet? How did you guys meet?
We met in October in Buckhead.
October what year?
2020. Before I
Okay.
got sick. I got sick in December. We
I'm
met.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, it was from the situation what we're going to talk about here.
Okay.
And we were both looking for. He had actually rented the place. I was interested in the place. Found out that he had rented the place, and we just conversated from there. We just vibed, and had a mutual interest,
and we all
interest
know,
as far as renting the place.
and we all know that that is the story that they came up with, that Sonya came up with and told him about in a jail visit, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, thumbs up." We know that that is not accurate is less than accurate, but that's the story that they're going with, so that's it.
Place?
no, well, no,
Or a mutual interest in dating.
Well, wasn't it a mutual interest in renting the place? You said you wanted to rent the place. He rented the place. So that actually is a valid question. She says no. So that throws that story out. It's a lie. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Boo Boo.
Oh, mutual interest in RVs.
And RVs. That's weird.
It's just not black. That's what it is. It's just not a black thing.
Okay.
Well, it's also an age thing, I'm going to say. I think as people get a little bit more mature and they have more flexibility with their time, people like to travel. You rarely see young people in RVs. I mean, the sexy thing now for young people who do have that type of appetite is the Sprinter conversion van, where we see a lot of van life, but that's a very niche lifestyle. Um, but RVs are very expensive. They're the price of homes. You don't really see people in their 20s and 30s interested in RV life at all. It's more of like a family thing or an age thing. It definitely is a money thing. They're not cheap. So I don't think she's not able to articulate herself well at all. But it's not that it's not a black thing. There's plenty of black people who RV. Um, it costs money and it's not cheap. And some of these motor coaches, as we've heard with Ernesto, he bought one that was over 20 something years old for almost $100,000. He bought one that was a little newer for over $200,000. They're not cheap. It's a home on wheels, period. So anyway, she's just a girl. I cannot.
Okay, so y'all had a mutual interest in RVs.
Correct.
And that's it.
And I would say we vibe, just a real cool person,
So strictly a platonic friendship.
Yeah.
That sounds
Is she on something, like, for real? Like, what is this lackadaisical kind of demeanor? This is so unprofessional. We're gonna see how long we can handle this. I'm probably gonna end up speeding this up a little bit.
suspect, but we'll let that slide. Because the reason why we're here today is because it's been a lot of stories going around about a particular shooting that has been pulled
So
up
we're gonna
and
talk about the shooting.
brought up on the internet. So where are you originally from?
I'm from Cleveland. This happened in Cleveland, 1991, December, about 32 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is with an ex-boyfriend of mine. And I really wish they didn't pull up the story, but you know,
You don't have any control over that, sis.
I wanted to know. And since the one blogger,
Is that a triggering story?
My bad, y'all. I had the volume down. I went over to ATL Pics. Hold up. Okay. This was the date she said it was about last night, and that post was from December 21st. So I went to ATL Pics and I went to the gallery for December 20th, and here's Madison right there. You can see Sonya and her thigh high boots or whatever it is that she's, or not thigh highs. What is that? Oh, leather pants, excuse me. Madison has on thigh highs. And some sort of little jacket, but yeah, red martini. So that is, I guess that's where they hang. I don't know if there's any other pictures of them in here. But we've heard Sonya talk about going to R&B something night at a particular club. So it was the infamous now Red Martini. And these two, this is where Madison hangs, clearly. And this was the scene of the situation where the judge flew into action to help the young lady who was in distress. And this is where, ma'am, let me see if you can click on the pictures, which we already saw it on Instagram, but okay. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Why she sit up there and lie to Dennis like that? That's what I want to know. Let me save. So I guess it'll have. So I guess you can buy it like without the watermark. Let me put Sonya and Madison. She said there's a lot of Madison. She said Madison said there's a lot of Sonyas, and I guess Dennis said there's a lot of Madisons. That is the Madison. That's her. Okay. All right, let's get back to over here. She was mad because she talked about that gunshot story one too many times, and a bougie gang sis who lives in the area pulled up the story in the library. They found it and of course sent the link right on over to me, and we talked about it. All right, good night. Mwah. Good night, dear.
Story sounds like your mannerism is changing, like it's a little triggering, like something that bothers you.
Oh, I think I heard that she mentioned me. Maybe she's mad at me. I'm just doing, look, Bougie Gang Bougie Gang has certain expectations of your girl. And I like to deliver on the tea and information. If I have the tea and information, I'm gonna bring it. Okay. I'm not holding anything back if it's interesting. And if, I heard she may feel a little bit of a way about me right now, but I didn't add anything to it. It was from the Plain Dealer news publication. A good sis actually sourced the information, sent it to me. I validated it, and I was like, "Oop, good to go. I'm gonna read it on air," and I did, and that's it, and that's all. Never heard anything from her.
you care for, try to.
Right? If she felt a way, she could have inboxed me. Okay. Madison is probably mad at Sonya. Hey, KK. Hey, boo. Madison is probably mad at Sonya because she told Nesto about her living in a hotel. Okay. Wait a second, y'all. She sure did. She sure did. Okay, hold on, guys. This is like, okay.
That's extreme.
Oh man. So your ex tried to kill you.
Ooh.
Tried to kill me and several other people.
Who are the other several people?
My sister and my other sister's boyfriend, and
And I was wrong. It was not Sydney. It was her sister's kid. So my
we'll go back
bad.
first, 'cause
And I
I'm trying
was
to keep
like,
going
oh,
to the story.
okay.
So we met in 1990 at the skating rink.
It's that's gonna come up.
He was there. He
Because
approached
I've
me.
said
We
it was
exchanged
Sydney,
numbers.
but I
We
don't. It
started
was
dating.
not Sydney. It was another baby. It was her niece or nephew. It was one of her sister's kids.
Kind of did not
To
ask
clear the
before
air
the
on
internet,
that.
so I kind of didn't get any background on him, which I normally do when I'm with guys. I just, let it go like it went. And
Girl, you met him at the skating rink. This was. How old were you? 19.
showed signs of, possessiveness, insecure issues. He was really focused on, who I dated.
I think it was stalling back then. That's a freeze frame for you. Um I just heard, let me stop right here real quick for any you guys on the replay. Um I heard a story today about, I think this is in Ohio. I could be wrong. A girl getting ready for her 8th grade graduation. I don't know how old her boyfriend was, maybe in high school or maybe 18, 19, something like that. She wanted to break up with him. He already had a new girlfriend. He was harassing her. I mean, it was a domestic violence situation. She told her family on numerous occasions that the boy was threatening her. I don't know if they did not do anything or didn't take it seriously, but he came and unalived her. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl has been through some trauma, no lie, but if can't accept it and doesn't want to face it or whatever, who am I to force her into doing it? But this woman has been through. She's had quite the shenanigans over her 55 years, and doesn't seem to, acknowledge any of it. So that's probably why she's ended up with a nesto. Um, that's a whole lot of woman. That hoe is on fire. Okay, so I've read all of these. Thank you guys for supporting. Okay, let's get back into this. I don't know. Sometimes Sonya gets real good light and her read is much better, but this light is horrible.
Back, in the past, my sex list, even had arguments about it, which was odd to me. And I was like,
And how old were you at this time?
I was 22.
And the thing to note, the person who is talking to Sonya is Madison from Stiletto Bosses.
Okay. And how old was he?
He's 6 months younger. No, almost. I'll say 9 months younger than me.
Okay.
He was born in March. I was September. So it got to be a tidbit toxic, and then so over a time, I started hearing things about how he was with the ex-girlfriend, how he used to put hands on her, and he was abusive in that relationship. And he tried to deny it because I did mention it, and asked about that. So once we had one incident where we got into a physical fight, and this would be my first physical fight with a boyfriend. And
my screen's frozen. Are you guys seeing this? Like, is everything moving okay? Let me see. Let me go to my monitor. Oh, I know what it is. It's probably this video running in the background. Let me take that off. Let me refresh the screen real quick, guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let me see. Let me reset this because that video running in the background might be aggravating everything. Let's see. Okay, you guys were seeing it fine. It was frozen on my screen. Okay, let me reset this back and then so you guys all right, let's see. All right, let me just set up like this and I'm gonna go put my pajamas on. Okay, anyone coming in, tell them to read the screen. Replay interview with Stiletto Bosses and Sonya Waller. Anyone coming in trying to figure out what's going on, tell them to either just get in where you can fit in, or let them know that they can slide the bar back later, and it will all make sense. Okay. But right now we're upon the replay. Okay.
And it was about who I was supposed to have done in my past before I even met him. A dumb argument. To me, it was just dumb. Why are we arguing about somebody that is a friend of mine and not a friend of yours? And he just really felt like he needed to know if I slept with him, which I didn't. But that ensued into an argument and then he hit me, and then we started fighting because I don't play domestic abuse with a man.
Yeah,
that's triggering. And I'm like, I'm gonna fight back. And he was only 5'2", so he wasn't too much bigger than me. So, but still a man. So we broke up after that fight. And then he started sending me flowers and apologizing. The routine. I'm so sorry.
So you took him back?
Took him back like 2 weeks later. And then so
you're a relationship type woman. The computer was like, if you say so. Okay. I'm sorry.
I was when I was younger. Now I'm just not.
Guys, these freeze frames are killing me. Look at this. And it's not me, it's the computer.
I just don't want to be in one. So we was back in a relationship, and what happened was, we'll go up a little. I don't even know all the details, but that was the only physical altercation we had. I'm at my apartment. I'm in the basement. It was like a family apartment building. It was 6 suites, and everybody, my dad bought the building, and he just put each one of us in different suites. So I'm in the basement suite on the phone talking to an ex.
Why does it have to be a suite? Why can't it just be an apartment?
He's supposed to be wherever he's at. But I'm looking and I see movement. But I'm just talking to the ex as a friend. We, went together when I was 15 years old. I'm 22 at this time. He's just like a family friend at this point. And then so I open the door after I get off the phone. We're not even talking about anything. And then he rushes me. He puts a gun to my head. This is so puts a gun to my head, and he says, I'll kill us both. I have nothing to live for, and I'm thinking, what?
So had you had any conversations with him this particular day, or did he just pop up?
I didn't even talk to him I might have talked to him earlier today, but we weren't beefed out or anything. It was just, I'm on the phone, right? And so who are you talking to? And I'm like, oh, I'm talking to my friend. I just, threw my friend Yvette up there. Because I was on the phone with her, like, right before him. But I know how he is, so it's like, everybody's a threat. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out, how do I get out of this situation? This man's got a gun to my head. He's crying, talking about killing us both, nothing to lose. And I'm like, all right, let's get out of this situation to my best ability. And so I ended up getting out of it.
So at this point, where are the other family members that's in the...
This is not the same day I got shot.
It's not?
No.
Oh, my God.
No, at this point, I'm like, all right, talk him down.
She said this. She was like, okay, that day wasn't enough. You were still with him. So no, that wasn't the day that the shooting actually happened.
I went upstairs, locked the door, and then he left.
Okay.
So I'm thinking now, okay, I gotta get out of this relationship. He's crazy.
So y'all are still in the relationship?
We're still in the relationship, okay. But I'm trying to.
And how long had the relationship been going on at this time?
I think we were together 7 months at this time.
Okay.
7 months.
So 7 months, he's possessive and crazy, and now he's put a gun to your head.
Right. So
and you already know probably before the gun was to your head, were you ready to get out the relationship? Had you shown any signs to him?
I was losing interest because I had heard he was a bitch.
Girl, if this was my kid, she would be at whatever auntie. Like, I've got a sister in Texas and I got 2 in California. Sis would be gone. Okay? Sis would be gone.
With the last girl.
There's no way.
Months before,
man would be out of town and not coming back.
He was with
so he was doing all this to you, and he was still trying to hold on to the relationship.
Yeah, he cheated with 2 other girls.
So you're abusive, you're a cheater, and you're trying to stop me from leaving you.
Oh, right. Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So where they do that at?
Right.
In Ohio, I guess. Right.
We have to laugh. I know this
they
is
doing it
at her spot. That's where they were doing it at.
I'm trying to mellow you out. I can feel the tension.
Make it light, right?
Yeah.
It was 30 years ago, but some things I'm still affected physically from it. But So
This is my thing. If I'm not discounting that she's bothered by this story and that this is traumatic, because clearly it had to be. This is my thing. Don't get your therapy on the internet. She needs to train herself to stop thinking that she needs to just diarrhea drop this story on every single person that she meets or every time she has an opportunity to speak about herself. This woman has told on numerous occasions what happened to her, not only just to Ernesto, but when she had opportunity to speak to the world directly, she brings this story up constantly. And she must not know, well, I guess she probably knows a little bit now how this internet works. You bring up something enough, people are going to search it out to either fact check or they're curious. It's one form of fact checking or another. They're either fact checking to see if you're lying. They're going to fact check it to see, um, they want to learn more about it, whatever the reason is. But she really wasn't aware of how this internet actually works. So she got the curiosity of at least a few people who started looking into this story. You mentioned it so much.
He's left your house. You talked.
He left my house.
Okay, now you're in the
So,
room, locked in the room, and you know that you got to figure out how to leave this relationship.
My mind is made up. I'm trying to get off this relationship.
Okay.
I just got to figure out what's the best way so that it's not, dramatic.
Okay.
2 days later, my cousin calls me. He says, Sonya, you got to get away from that guy you're with.
Why would your cousin call you? What happened?
My cousin never called. I mean, he's an older cousin. Never ever had a phone conversation with him. We talked, we run into each other, but that was the extent of it. So he's like, you got to get away from this guy. And I'm like,
so what did he know? What was the streets? The streets was listening.
The streets was talking, right?
The streets be talking, girl. Because the streets was talking. That's how I got you here today.
So, a guy named David approached him because the name Durham is very popular in Cleveland. It's a lot of us, a lot of us. Mm-hmm. And so he approached my cousin and he said, are you related to Sonya? And he was like, that's my little cousin. And he was like, okay, well, there's a hit out on her dude, and you need to get her away from him as quickly as possible so she don't get caught up in the crossfire.
Oh, wow.
And so he calls me and he says, come see me. And I go see him and he tells me. And I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah. So he supposedly robbed this dude for, I want to say 10 or more bricks.
Okay.
Which happened before I met him.
And the people
he had a lot of money.
Bricks are drugs.
He had a lot of money when I met him. And I knew he was stupid.
Not that Sonya's over there talking in bricks. Okay. We're just gonna keep going.
But in my mind, I'm thinking, legit. I'm not thinking he robbed somebody. I'm thinking legit. We never had those type of conversations, right? That was something separate. And so it's actually my first bad boy, let's say.
Was it your last?
No.
Get into that later. Well, it's some stories going on.
No.
We'll talk about your other career choices. We got to clarify what your career choices is, because I think they made some wrong accusations about you.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what they go. They run with. They're gonna run with. They're gonna twist this, and they're gonna say something, try to finesse it to make it all look like something that ain't, like they do everything else.
Sonya, ain't nobody worried about you stripping, girl. You getting ready to get your AARP card. It's okay, sis. Nobody cares.
So now it's a hit out on him.
It's a hit out on
He
him.
stole 10 bricks. A lot of money.
Girl, she's trying to be over there at the RV park at the AARP strip lounge. Okay, she very much likes attention. I think she said a lady by the name of Madison from Stiletto Bosses, but I don't quote me. Hello. Yes, she said. So somebody asked, who's the lady interviewing her? Chef. When Chef's on the replay, Chef is she's probably into her good sleep right about now because it's very late on Saturday night. Chef was asking who is interviewing Sonya. And at that time, what did I say? Madison from Stiletto Bosses. She did not do, no one really, look, I'm not, don't quote me. I think it's a lady named Madison from a page called Stiletto Bosses. That's all I know.
Street value is that? It's a lot
He
of
stole
money.
a lot from a
Yes.
big supplier.
And I don't think I would let that slide.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was, and I think he knew. That's why he did the whole "I have nothing to live for. I'll kill his folks."
It probably was around the time you did it.
No, he did it before he met. It's not before he met.
Oh, this was before y'all
This was
met.
before he met.
So basically, you've been dating this man, and the whole time you've been dating him, you could have been in a car
I
with
could have
him.
been caught
You
up
could
in
have
his
been out with him. You could have been anywhere. Because this happens a lot with
Mhm.
females dating certain guys.
Yep.
Okay, so
So, I can't. I was thinking after this, like, this is why he stuck alarms on, and
Okay, Ebony. Ebony says she just got here late. So let me say this because it seems like we might have just got a few new people. This is the deal. Scroll back if you want to hear. Madison was on Dennis Byron and said he did not know Sonya, but I have facts refuting to the contrary of that. Not that that's a big deal, but it's interesting that they are. Madison right now is in a situation where credibility is everything. And the judge has been arrested, and her friend allegedly cut the food truck line and maybe sparked um, a situation with a couple where the boyfriend commenced to kicking her ass outside in front of the Red Martini. And the judge came flying over to help, ended up hitting police officers, and is now in a huge mess. And Miss Madison was on Dennis Byron asking, um, they were talking about the situation, and Dennis asked her a question. Did she know Sonya Durham? And she flat out said no. And I've got something that says yes. Okay. She said no. But these pictures say yes. Okay. So that's where we're at. Scroll back to the beginning if you want all of the tea, but that's what we're talking about on this evening. Okay. Guys, hit the like button, and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure your notifications are set. Okay. And we are upon the replay of a vintage episode from December.
guns in the bed, like guns.
so did he have
Okay. Let's see. It must have been twirling then, but it's not twirling now.
Had
I feel
money.
like okay.
He had a lot of money.
okay, so it
A
came
lot.
from
So
so it must have came from those 10 bricks.
Oh, of course.
So 10 bricks. He stole 10 bricks from another drug dealer and they put a hit out on him. Okay, well that sounds about right.
No, you
None.
how is that like a high?
I wasn't raised to date for money. I was always raised to have your own, and never asked.
Well, that is not the story.
Never asked, and he never offered.
That story was not projected to us on the internet. That's not the image that we have of you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Apparently, well, I don't know how that.
Well, apparently you're stripping.
I'm a stripper. I'm on the pole, right?
But the last I checked,
I don't know what she is. I don't think we even talk about that over here. I mean, look, whatever reporting has been done on Sonya is whatever reporting has been done on Sonya. But Sonya likes to make it seem like everybody's talking about the same thing and everyone's got the same story and everyone's got the story wrong. This woman she's wrong. Like at the end of the day, everybody isn't talking about her the same. Nobody gives a shit about how she was raised, to be quite honest, because Boo Boo, you're not the story. Like the only reason why we are talking about this now is because it came up because she loves to talk about how she got shot 3 times. And now that the story is out about her getting shot 3 times, she wants to tell her own version. And this is a slow Sunday night where we have a little bit of time. Other than that, like, sis, I don't care. I don't care.
and you was the manager of these.
Wow. Okay. And still don't. Okay. And 6 months later, still don't. Okay. It's just I had to present these receipts on tonight and figured this would go with it. I never thought she was a stripper where she stripped. Well, you know what? Life is unleashed. So either you're not into females or you are so you know what I'm saying? Like there are people, there is the plus size strip club, there is the puny lady strip club, there is the oddities, there are the strip clubs where it's like, where they do that at? Okay. Like there is a strip club for every type out here somewhere. They even got old ladies. And I'm talking about, like, I'm not even going to put an age to it because someone's going to be mad. I'm going to say older than traditional. No, she says she was not. That's the point, Lexi. She's not. But someone, people say, where could Sonya be stripping? Girl, anywhere. There is someone out there that wants to see what you got. You know what I'm saying? And you might be what everybody wants to see. But at the end of the day, these strip clubs, they hire almost anybody because there are a lot of men out here that like different types of females, not just an Instagram model. Every guy doesn't want to see that. That's why you'll see the girls who come out with no makeup. You got girls in glasses. You got girls who are don't stop, pump that Gucci. And then you got ones that are just like, just swerving to the side. You know what I mean? You got the damn solid gold dancers. You got people that do pole work. You got people that just sashay. You know what I mean? Everybody does. All them girls earn their coin different. Okay. And they don't all look the same. And flat butts, big butts, no ass. You know what I mean? Everything.
establishments,
Everything.
correct? And you actually help like get investors to invest in these establishments. And I think you did the books and you kept payroll and you kept the back of the office straight, right? I don't even think you came out
It seems interesting, Madison. You sure do know a lot about this person you don't know.
the office.
Never came out the office.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay, well, good. Nobody cares. Like, if you're an office manager at a strip club, you could be an office manager at a construction company. Nobody cares.
That's the next show.
Okay.
Okay. Part 2, ladies.
I don't know why people like she's not that fascinating. Like she's clownish to me. She's interesting sometimes because there's stuff that's going on with Nesto. But as it pertains to like Sonya and her life, I'm really not very interested. I just want to hear when she mentions my channel. Actually, let's keep going.
Not a stripping side chick. Oh,
okay.
So, a side chick Sonya has a little ring to it.
Silly Sonya, side chick Sonya, simple Sonya, dumb Sonya.
Are these all the names?
These are all what they call me because the internet is very, very mean.
But really, you are a survivor of domestic violence, from what I see. And a lot of people
violence 3 times.
And you were shot how many times during this incident?
3 times.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
So going back.
Girl, nobody cares. I'm sorry. I still have not. I'm not even close to shedding a tear. Like, okay, good, ma'am. You're in your you're certified middle age at this point.
So I'm
thinking
he got a hit.
Still got a hit on me. Making sense why he's so paranoid in the house, why he's got guns everywhere. So I'm telling him, this is what I'm hearing. My cousin called me and he's like, oh.
Let me fix this back because this is gonna keep messing up.
He's lying. That's not true. And I'm thinking, why would my cousin lie to me? Like, I never really talked to my cousin that often. He has nothing to gain. He doesn't know you. He's not trying to get with me. So what would be the gain in the lie? He's just trying to protect me. Oh, no, that's not true. That and the other. Then I run into somebody else a couple weeks later. They tell me the same story. Somebody who don't even know my cousin. So I'm like, there's got to be some truth to this. I have to get away from this guy.
How many times does someone need to tell you someone's trying to kill you for you to believe that someone's trying to kill you? Is that not crazy? Like, all in all, at the end of the day, she's telling us a story over and over. Like, she's had several people tell her that there was a damn hit out on her boyfriend for stealing bricks from another drug dealer. And it took until the man came into the house to try to kill the whole family for her to. Are y'all talking about Madison? No, not really. We talked about that earlier. What is it that you want to know we're talking about? Are you wanting to talk about this? Are you talking about like this Sonya and Miss Ma'am do know each other? Is that what you want? Like, we already talked about that. So just slide the bar back. We're on some other stuff. We're on the interview that Madison did with Sonya. So if you want to hear about the receipts of how Sonya and Madison know each other, then just go on back to the beginning. But right now Sonya's being interviewed, and the tea is that is Madison who is interviewing her.
Okay.
So one of my exes called me and he was like, I gotta tell you something. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, I was at a concert this weekend and I seen your man at a concert with, another woman. And I'm like,
Now y'all were still dating.
yes, but this is my get out of this shit card, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
So I'm like, cool, here's my out. Here's my reason, right? Now you cheated again.
Mhm.
So now here's my out. So I called him.
You didn't have a reason when he domestic violenced you? When y'all tussle, that wasn't a reason? So she says now here is her reason. Okay. Wow. That's mm. She's lucky to be alive.
And he's regular on the phone or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, so, I heard you went out on a date Friday night. This is Sunday. He's like, huh? And I'm like, yeah.
Of course, they never know. They have amnesia.
Right. So he's like, huh? And I'm like, you went to the Stephanie Mills concert. That's how old he is, right? Stephanie Mills.
I'm like, Stephanie Mills, girl. I'm thinking, I'm thinking Mary J.
No, Mary J.
Tony Braxton or
So
something. But this is Stephanie Mills.
Night, right?
Okay.
Stephanie Mills.
So Stephanie Mills is a serious date night.
Date night.
That's a real date.
So I'm not talking to him like I'm bothered. I'm just talking to him in conversation. So I'm like, okay.
So you're not irate. You're not calling
No,
out
I'm
his
looking for out.
name.
I'm
You're
looking
not
for out.
cursing. You're not raising
the
your
way
voice.
you make me
I'm
feel.
just talking like I'm talking now.
A respectable tone.
Just
I was trying to think of the
And was he
Stephanie Mills
aggressively
song.
answering back?
And so not at first until I told him,
That was the song back then, I think.
you should be with her because she didn't even think to take me to a concert. Like we don't go anywhere.
Mm.
He was like, I got her hair done and I bought her clothes, and I'm like,
So he popping it.
right. So I'm like, even more of a reason because you don't do any of those things for me. So more of a reason.
Because you're
for you to
that
leave
type
me
of
alone
chick that
and go
guys
get in
don't
her.
bring anywhere. You stay at the house.
And I was like, yeah, that's not the response he didn't want, right? I'm like, you should just go ahead and be with her, and let that be what it is, and we'll just end this right now.
What you gonna
And
do?
so
Wait,
he,
that's Chaka Khan.
Was like,
What you gonna do?
well, can I see you one more time? And I'm like, no, I gotta watch my grandmother. My grandmother.
I need to catch the melody. I know that
And I'm like,
song
I gotta watch
though.
my grandmother. He was like, but I was
She
like,
had lots
"Can
of
another-"
hits,
so I'm like,
definitely.
I'm like, no, I gotta do my laundry over there too. And then he's like, we can do your laundry at my house. And I'm like,
We're not together anymore. So why would I want to go to your house?
so he keeps trying to, and I'm like,
That's a red flag.
was right. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You can see me one more time, and that's that. But after that, we're done.
So you agree?
So I agree. This was
Against
7
your
o'clock.
better judgment, I hope.
7 o'clock.
Well, it doesn't matter if it was her better against her better judgment or not. She
9
still went.
10:30 comes. He shows up at 10:30. Knocks at the door. I'm out in the front looking. I don't see a car. And he's at my door with 2 little shopping bags. And I'm like, let's go. Because I'm thinking, here, pick me up. So I'm trying to, walking out the house. He was like, no. I'm meeting somebody first. And I was like, what? Meet somebody? Why would you meet somebody here? Well, you always told me I should get rid of my guns. So I got somebody coming over to look at my guns to buy them. That's what we had in the bag.
At your house.
Guns. Right.
Okay.
And I was like, this is not the place for that. Like, that's something you should have done on the streets, on your way over here or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's too late, it's already done. So he, pushes himself in. Now,
Is he aggressively pushing himself in?
pushes himself in, right?
Okay.
And so I'm like, whatever. I turn around and go back to my room. Side note, he got dropped off. He got dropped off by a girl that I know, who I went to school with. I've known her since.
With these guns.
She knew what he came to do.
She knew this.
She knew what he came to do.
So apparently she was not a friend.
She and I knew each other from school, from middle school to high school.
So basically she's an accessory to this crime.
I found out 5 years after this happened that she dropped him off and she drove around the corner. She was the person that called his mom after everything went down. And she saw his body come out of the building. She called his mom and told his mom that he's dead. Going back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
he never made it out this apartment.
no.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's a good thing this happened 32 years ago, but yeah, you said, where did she think she was going with him? Because apparently she wasn't coming back.
he comes in my room. Nothing's on but the TV.
Oh,
so it's dark.
Jesus.
I'm sitting out
So who
watching
all is
television.
present in this house?
In the house is my sister, who's on, correctly in the paper article. I'll say her name, but it's on the article. Her boyfriend, Will, my daughter Sydney, she's 3, and then my sister, my other sister, right?
So she said, look, this is, I'm glad we're listening to this again because I thought She said, who was in the apartment, right?
My sister, who's on, correctly in the paper article. I don't say her name, but it's on the article. Her boyfriend, Will, my daughter Sydney, she's 3, and then my sister, my other sister, right? And then my brother was downstairs. My dad is in the apartment below me with his girlfriend.
Okay.
Wow, so that was her kid in the apartment. Okay, so it was Sydney. It wasn't her sister's kid. It was her kid at the time. I thought it was Sydney that all of this happened. But I feel like some people on the YouTube streets think it was not Sydney, but it was Sydney that was in the bullets, the bullet melee. And this is horrible.
So he knows these people.
He knows everybody's in the building.
Okay. Are they aware that he's in there?
No. Only person knows is people that's in the apartment, which is my sister who's in the kitchen.
So they knew he was in there.
My sister in the kitchen, my daughter in the living room. My niece was 1 month old. She was on the bed in the back with her dad. And then my sister went.
Okay, so there was another baby in there. So there was a 1-year-old on the bed in the back. Sydney was in the front.
Downstairs to get something for my dad.
Okay.
She saw him, but she walked out the front.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't her daughter. It was her niece, who's the baby of her sister, which is still awful, but nonetheless, everyone made it, which is good news. But I mean,
They probably was just over being around them at this point.
Right.
Okay, so let's fast forward. So what happens once he forces
in
himself?
the room.
she said, let's fast forward.
He's in the closet. And I'm thinking, like, why are you in my closet? Right? And he's like, oh, I'm just looking at your clothes. Because he used to be really like, why are you wearing that? Don't wear that. Can't wear that. He's one of them type dudes, right? No mini skirts. Where are you going to wear that on type stuff? So I'm not thinking nothing of it. It's whatever. My back is to me, to him. I'm watching TV. He's like over here in the closet. And the closet kind of curves around. What he's doing in the closet is he's put the silencer on the gun.
Oh, wow. So he knew where he was coming from.
So he's putting the silencer on the 9mm. Right? He's got his hands in the closet. Right? He comes out with his hand. I get up at the same time he comes out. So I'm like, what are you looking at? So by me getting up and coming towards him, he's coming, but it's dropped, right? Or kind of behind his leg. I'm not looking at that. I'm just looking at him.
She's been waiting for a long time to tell some people who care about this
So
story.
he's telling me, I'll be back. And I'm like, let's just go. Because in a minute, I'm just not going to go. It's almost 11 o'clock at this time, right? So he's like, no, I'm going to just go. I got to holler at Will real quick, and I'll be right back.
Who was Will?
Will was my sister's boyfriend.
Sorry, were they friends?
They were cool.
Okay.
He got along with everybody. Everybody was friendly towards him. And so we trade places. He kind of swings around.
And you still don't see the gun?
Don't see the gun.
He was getting ready to shoot everybody.
All I see is a light, and then he runs. I'm standing there like,
What the fuck are you running for?
So you don't feel it?
didn't feel it, didn't see it, didn't know.
So where did you get shot at?
Chest, abdomen, and arm.
Okay.
And so I'm like feeling myself like, what did he just do? Because he ran out the room.
There should have been a lot of blood by this time. Didn't bleed immediately. Okay.
I never bled from the outside. I had all internal bleeding.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there just standing there like, so I call him. For him to come back and tell me what did you just do, right? So I'm calling his name. My sister at the same time hears this in the kitchen.
But you don't feel the heat from the
She said
bullets?
It sounded like a lamp.
Okay.
It's a silencer, remember?
Yeah.
You hear it. She drops the phone. She comes down the long hallway. He's coming out my room at the same time, runs into her in the hallway. She looks down. He's got a gun to her side, same gun. She does this as it goes off and grazes her.
Okay.
By this time, I'm knowing he shot me. I think he shot me. So I'm laying down on the ground. So if I'm laying down on the ground thinking, oh my God, I'm about to die, they're running past the room. And when they run past the room, she looks in and she's like, he killed her. She thinks I'm dead, right? He's running behind her. She's like, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. I won't tell nobody. Just don't shoot me. They run to the back bedroom where the baby is, and where Will is. Will's laying on the bed watching television. I'm gonna call you right back. She's running, so she runs into the bathroom. She holds the door closed. She knocked that gun out of his hand. So the 9 is on the floor in the hallway.
But he has several guns.
He pulled out another gun, a 360, 380.
So he just came in there on the warpath.
He came in with 3 guns, 2 clips, and 2 ounces of dope.
Oh wow!
Because he was gonna make a lot of the drug deal on that. So that's what the police told me, because I didn't understand that part either. He was like, they do that to throw it off, so it won't look domestic, it'll look like a drug, so they'll think to look, which we weren't doing drugs in the house, but they'll think it was something drug related instead of a domestic situation.
Okay.
So he pushes the door open, stands over her, and shoots her 6 more times, and he thinks he kills her. Then he turns around, and Will, by this time, pops up out of the bed, runs to the closet. He said because he thought he had a gun in the closet. And I'm like, they don't have guns in the house. And I think he just said that so save face because he's scared. Chip opens up the closet and shoots him 6 times. Here, and on the leg.
Oh my God.
Shoots him at close range, but he didn't, he shot him in dead places, right? Will just lunges at him like, fuck, I gotta fight this dude. Because, my baby's right there. Like, this dude is just shooting everybody in the house. So they start fighting. That gun gets knocked out of his hand. Or locked up or something. I kind of forgot that part. What happened with that? Pulls out another gun. And, no, good mind, that's not what happened. The gun froze. He said the gun froze. He said the gun, they were wrestling for the gun. Because Will was only 5'5", so he wasn't too much bigger than Chip. They're fighting. He said the gun went, and the gun.
It's just all the guns for me. It's like, wow, like, ma'am, seriously, like, where's everybody? And I'm sure this happened really, really, really fast. I'm just going to assume. But where is everybody downstairs? No one's running upstairs. Aren't they hearing people scream? Even though there's a silencer, it's like, my God, this is a nightmare. Where is everybody? Who's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This is a strange story. And why did you talk about it on Tasha K? Like, she's brought this up so much that, people wanted to read about it. People wanted to hear more about it. It's like, why bring this up so much to the point where you sparked internet curiosity? It's no one's fault but her own that she's telling this story at the moment, but she doesn't seem bothered by telling the story either. You know what I mean? So why is it that people need to feel sorry for you?
Like, he had it pointed at Will, and it locked up or whatever. And then Will got that out of his hand. And then that's when he said he pulled out another one. And Will was like, what the fuck? Like, and so he's asking him, why are you doing this, man? Why are you doing this, man? What's the problem? What's going on? He said he had a dead stare in his face like a zombie. He said he wouldn't respond. He wouldn't say anything. He just was like, it was just tussling. And then he said he finally just dropped his resistance, and the gun was like right here.
Oh my God, he was going to shoot him up like that? Damn. These people.
He had a gun right here. And then he shot him one time. And it came out the top of his head, and then he died. At this point, Sonya, while they were wrestling and fighting, I said her name. But anyway, my sister, it's in the paper. She runs past and sees the fight.
So that's the sister. So she says it's in the paper, but she says that what was in the paper, like, you can't believe everything that was in the paper. So it's funny how when I read the paper to everybody, the paper was incorrect and the paper was partially wrong. And then now she's telling the story and she's like, oh, it was in the paper. Anyway, if you're just now coming in, because we've gotten like 100 more people in the past 10 minutes, this is an interview that Sonya did with Madison from Stiletto Bosses. If you want to see the receipts on why I'm telling you that Sonya and Madison know each other, Madison of the Red Martini, Madison and Sonya pictured here at Red Martini, slide the bar back and catch the tea on that situation, okay? It's all explained. She doesn't talk to us is Tanya, right?
And he's looking at her like, I thought I killed her. Because he's standing over her just emptying a gun.
So he killed Will.
He thought he killed her. No. Will's dead.
Who did he shoot?
That was him. Will said he dropped his resistance. He stopped fighting him. And then Will, shot him. And he died.
Okay.
He got shot once. Will got shot 6 times. My sister got shot 7 times. I got shot 3 times. So, never said 5. That was something that messy, as Tasha said, trying to, make something sound interesting, when she was saying that I was, picking up, shaking and all of this, during the interview, and I got shot 5 times. But
you don't look appear to be shaking right now.
I have guns put to your head. An interview is not going to have you shaking.
Exactly.
It's not going to have you shaking.
It sounds like you've been through way worse in the interview.
That was just the first cycle boy.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about the rest of them. But anyway. Yeah, so
you seem to have an effect on guys.
Nice person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Let me reset this because this is annoying. 3123. Let me see. I
Shaking
was gonna
it.
say
Exactly.
Miami.
It's not
Okay.
gonna have you shaking
It sounds like you've been through way worse.
So yeah, this is almost over, guys. We got like about 10 more minutes. So but this is me talking right now. We're gonna go back to the video in just a second.
In the interview.
That was just the first cycle boy.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about the rest of them. But anyway, yeah. So
You
that's
seem to have an effect on guys.
I'm a nice person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, so my sister went downstairs and got my dad. My dad came upstairs.
I was like, what the fuck is going on up here?
She still remembers it from today. She could tell you like
She was 3 years
she was
old.
3
I
years
remember
old.
that.
But what she did was she hid behind one of those big stuffed animals you get at the amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
So she hid behind that. And so when my father came upstairs and I had got up.
This part's really sad because I felt like I remembered this, but yes, so there was a baby in the room, the 1 or 2 month old, and then Sydney was there. She was definitely old enough to remember and had to actually go hide. So which is this is awful. And then she has the nerve to call Sydney a bad mother. Meanwhile, on your watch, look what happened. You had someone threatening your life and chose to continue to still be in a relationship with him. And I know, I'm sure in many situations it's hard to get away from someone, especially also she was still young. Maybe she really didn't know what to do. Maybe she didn't have the resources. I get it. But it's just funny 30 years later, you're calling your daughter a bad mother when I mean, she almost could have not been here because of you.
So you can still walk.
I got up. I crawled actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like in that I'm gonna die state. Because you know you watch TV, people get shot. You're thinking I'm gonna die. Like he shot me. I'm thinking why did he just try to beat me up or something like that? Why did he go all the way to shooting me? That's kind of extreme, you know. Then I thought about my daughter and how her father was. I'm there for her, so I'm like, let me get up and try to live for my kid. You know. So
Was that your only child at the time?
Yeah, my kids were 12 years apart. So I crawled, to the hallway where my sister dropped the phone at, and I called 911. My dad happened to be here at the same time that I got to the phone. And him and my daughter both were like, she's saying, watch him shoot you, watch him shoot you. And he's telling me, I told you that dude was crazy. I told you to leave him alone. I'm here like, oh my
I need
God.
y'all to get me to the hospital.
Right. Like, what's up with the lecturing? I'm like, okay, I'm shot, and Will's running, back and forth in the hallway, screaming.
Because Will is the person that killed him.
Will was the one that killed him, but Will shot 6 times, and so he's like,
thank God for Will.
Thank God for Will. He had made it back. He'd have shot me because I was in the hallway by this time. He came back through and shot me. And he thought I was dead when he ran back with my sister. Yeah. So Will's crying, and my dad's like, you need to make sure, so he don't get back up, whatever. And so Will was just like hysterical because, he really liked him. And he couldn't understand
why this was going on.
Why it happened. Like,
Okay, so let's fast forward. Now they take the body out. So it's a whole controversial I heard about this.
So we ended up, we called 911, but the hospital ambulance took too long. So my brother and my dad.
Do you guys don't mind if we fast forward from this a little bit? Because this is like,
we get to the hospital and, it hits the news that day. Makes it to, TV news, whatever. And then they get, it makes it to the paper. I'm in the hospital. The sister's in the hospital. We're both in the emergency room. I got 2 collapsed lungs, internal bleeding. All hers went straight through. So she was in and out of the hospital in a matter of, I think she was in the hospital 4 days, 2 major surgeries, 4 blood transfusions, 3 days in ICU, and 32 days in the hospital. A $650,000 hospital bill.
Okay.
Because the hospital screwed up. And that's why I filed bankruptcy. Because people keep commenting and saying you need to pay your bills. I'm not paying
not knowing that you
$650,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're Cleveland, Ohio.
My young cousin.
who is she calling now?
Monday Night Football.
I told him I was gonna call him at 7. It was 9 o'clock, so he might be asleep.
Okay.
You are calling. All right. He'll call back. So, but anyway.
Ohio.
This is a program you can get on victims of crime, right? When you're a victim of crime, state pays you or pays your hospital. He came to see me, I want to say. It's the same guy from First 48 that does Cleveland, black guy. So he was telling me all about you. Stuff I didn't even know. He had a bar on the west side.
You didn't know this?
Didn't know. All these little things about him he told me. And then he told me that.
Well, you're supposed to vet your boyfriends.
I was 20.
And as we can see presently, you still are vetting these people.
Oops. Okay. Like again, that one hit just the same as it hit the first time. Do you see, did the little slick shade? So maybe they aren't friends, but ma'am needs to stop saying that she doesn't know her when you got her tagged all on your page. She has you tagged. You guys clearly know each other, but okay.
Oh,
What she did actually kill everybody in the house.
so he was running free and he had already done this.
Friends who really didn't know him. Two of his friends who really knew him. I heard some things.
So what was the ending of this situation for you? Or is there an ending?
I don't know. I mean, I love Cleveland for that and for other reasons, but I just kept getting approached by people that kept saying, "Oh, you know, it's your fault he's dead." The bloggers who promote hate, and that's crazy because going back to that, when they thought it was Erica, the co-defendant who lived next door, they didn't give her but this much grief. They went
Well, nobody, girl, relax.
in on the wife and gave Erica this much grief.
Relax.
Now they
Have
see
you ever
me-
met the wife? Or were you aware of who she was?
No, I didn't know who she was.
When did you figure out who she was?
I mean, I knew she was on the show, but that was it, you know. But I didn't watch the show. I never listened to the show. I worked in the club business the last 15 years, and in
You worked in the club business as a stripper.
as a manager.
Oh, okay, correction, manager.
As a manager.
So where did this story come from?
What, the stripper story?
Yes.
Oh my God, bitter evil bloggers who trying to get some excitement, keeping the story exciting.
So how long have you
Making her a stripper or an office manager doesn't make one difference over here. Like, I don't know where on the internet it makes a difference whether she's stripping or doing books or writing checks in the club, like, or ordering liquor. I don't think it makes a difference. Nobody cares, sis. Okay? Nobody.
work in management in the adult entertainment industry?
16 years.
16 years.
16 years. Yep.
With some of the likes of who?
Black China,
Mhm.
Jocelyn. We worked at Diamonds in 2008 in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Jocelyn, Pinky.
Mm-hmm. Carly B.
I saw Pinky at
I heard Carly B didn't work in the club?
no,
I thought
she worked at King of Diamonds.
Diamonds. Okay.
She was at King of Diamonds. I didn't go to King of Diamonds. I was at Queen of Diamonds.
Okay.
When Pops and Lenny opened up Queen of Diamonds. And Pops
Mhm.
and Lenny are the original creators of King of Diamonds 2009. through
Okay, we're gonna say that for the
2012.
next story.
All right.
But it sounds interesting. I'm glad you clarified that you were side chick, shorty, stripper, hoe.
Right, none of that. I mean, they want me to be, I guess, because that's exciting. That's what sells, right?
Mhm.
The messiness of it all sells.
Not
But,
not in your age
yeah.
bracket, sis. It's
I mean,
okay.
Some exciting stories, but not the ones they're telling.
Sis, nobody cares. Like, for real. I mean, there might be a few ex strippers in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about that. Everybody is grown, sis. No one gets a key out of that. Even if you're selling your box, I don't care. And none of that money's coming to me. Okay? For real.
Well, we're coming to the end of this interview.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about this.
Yes, we don't want to talk about this on this one. But we have how many more parts of this do we have? 4 more parts. So tell them where they can
Girl,
find you.
bye.
Miss Waller on YouTube.
Girl, bye.
Miss Waller 915 on Instagram.
Mhm.
That's it. Y'all can stop calling my phone. I'm getting all these phone calls from supportive people and some non-supportive people.
How do they get their number?
You know, I think the bloggers. So that one blogger, she put out
Girl, your phone number is wrong, isn't
my
it?
personal information, which I didn't know what the point of that was.
Ooh, ooh.
That was kind of unprofessional with ethics.
Sonya, when you make that face, it's not cute, sis. But okay, let's. This woman, she's got a face only a mother can love. Oh my God. Let's see.
Mhm.
I feel like her out of all of them is like
Oh God, we're challenged. Internet challenged. Nobody gave out her damn number.
feels like she's personally, hating me for whatever reason.
Mm.
I don't know what the reason is.
Mhm.
I don't know. But
So your YouTube is
Miss Waller at YouTube.
Oh God.
okay, and you can always catch me at Stella.
Okay, well, we're good here, guys. This was okay. And had I known back then when I cut off her saying stiletto boss, I would have just let it play. But we don't need that because we've got this. Okay. We have this. Okay. We don't need that because we have a full photo receipt. Where? At Red Martini. Red Martini night. Okay. Girl, that's the hangout for these ladies. They like it over there at the Red Martini. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So and where Sonya's over there liking posts. Okay. Hold on. Oh, let me fix this. Hold up. Okay, where she has Sonya on her page. Okay, this is how we opened, and I guess this is how we're closing. And Sonya liking the posts and all of the things. Okay, Madison, it's not a good look when you are trying to talk about an integrity issue and you are cold busted saying you don't know someone that you clearly know. Like, it's not a big deal to know. I mean, I don't know, maybe it is a big deal to say like you don't know Sonya. Maybe it is on some I don't want people to know I know her, but sis, stop. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Some foolishness. Okay. All right. Thanks for staying up late. Make sure to hit the like button for me. I hope the like button has been popping. There's almost 500 of you on your way out. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. That's the $2 Tuesday crowd, 50 fine crowd. Okay. Yes, is definitely of a the grown folks hour. So that's exactly where they were. They were there on Wednesday night doing what they do and getting it, getting into it and enjoying. So, yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. I just wanted to drop off that little receipt for y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning. I know we were supposed to do something else today, but we did this. Okay? We did this. Okay. If you guys enjoy, show me that you guys enjoy a good receipts video like I know you guys do. You guys enjoy a good receipt. And if you enjoyed that good receipt video, go ahead and tap on in. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful evening. It's your girl, the receipt. Okay. Real talk bougie. We put the receipt in the R. Okay. Girl. No. Yes. We put the receipt in that R. Okay. Okay. We put the R or we put the R in receipt over here. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, let me see. Girl, I never even went and put my pajamas on. I still got my jeans on. All right, let me go get in the bed because my husband he came in here like maybe I don't even know how long ago, a minute ago. He probably came in here about a good 30 minutes ago. And let me go ahead and go get up in that bed. Okay. All right, y'all. Um, yeah, I knew exactly who she was. Look, let me not say too much, but what I'm gonna say is this respectfully, sis, girl, we knew that was you. And she was on Mr. Dennis's program tonight. Where is it, Mr. Dennis? Hold on. Let's go back over here. Mr. Dennis had her on and she sat up here and was lying. Hold up. Sis sat up there and lied. Said she didn't know who Sonya was.
Where you move now based on what happens
Hold on.
and
Because of the situations that I've been going through, I've noticed myself, and I'm going to advise others,
Okay,
especially
we're over here on Mr. Dennis Byron.
women
I
that
did drop
may
the
go out by
link.
themselves. I've decided that I may leave the club like at least an hour before the club.
She's not stopping the club. Like she's saying all that to say, I'm not stopping. Uh One thing that you got to remember is one monkey don't stop no show. She said, I may leave an hour early. I'm not going to stay till the end, but sis ain't stopping that pop lock and drop in. She's still going to be at those clubs and she's just going to make the provision to leave earlier so she doesn't get caught up in another melee, okay?
Ends. I think it's actually safer for you to leave earlier than leave when a crowd leaves. That's when a lot of
That's always the rule of thumb. Real
yeah.
quickly, I don't know if the name Ernest Williams sound familiar. Sonya, do you know Sonya?
I know a lot of Sonyas. I don't know, but you can ask me the question.
Oh, someone just said that there's a Sonya who is, I guess, a friend of this guy Ernest Williams, who caught a RICO case in Georgia, and apparently she's been saying something about a Madison, but I don't have a picture. I call a ponytail. I don't have a.
Oh, he didn't have a picture. Oh, okay, we do. It's right here. That's the picture right there. Okay. Let's hear the
I thought
lie.
maybe you knew her, but
Mm.
it could be
Thank
someone
you,
else. I'm
KK.
just
Thank you, Boo Boo.
this is the wind down, so I'm just taking some questions. It's
Well,
not. It's not. This is not the same Madison. They're more. It's
oh,
not too many Madison.
It's the same Madison. We're gonna let y'all go. On that note, wait, well, let's just hear the lie. Hold on.
I definitely don't have a RICO case.
No, not you. No, Sonya Durham. Do you know
No.
Sonya Durham?
Mm-mm.
She doesn't know it. It's not
You
her.
don't know her? Madison, you don't know her? What?
Stop it. Cynthia, stop it,
What?
Cynthia.
No, I don't know who that is. No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Madison, I know. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. This was
Madison says she did not know who that was. Okay. All righty then, Madison. Okay, Madison, you have a good night, sis. Sonya from the bushes, make sure you hit that like button, sis. Internet undefeated. And next time y'all want to play like y'all don't know each other, scrub those internet pages. Like you went to Nesto's page and made Shirley disappear. You might need to go to Madison's page and make yourself disappear. Okay? You guys like, okay? That's what you need to do. Make yourself disappear because we've all seen it, okay? All right, guys. Have a good night.